Hi everyone, good evening. Are we ready to start? Yeah, so let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm John from Shanghai Hong School 12E, and today my topic is artificial intelligence. So I would like to start with a quotation from the Secretary General of the United Nations at the 10,000th public debates at the Security Council, which he said, artificial intelligence is not distant horizon anymore. It's here. Guys, it's here. It's right here. It's in China. It's in Hongwen. It's in this room. It's around us. We got AI everywhere, literally. And AI is just like the computer that from last centuries that began as a big, stupid Turing machines. But now, it's a tiny smartphone that we have, just like. AI is everywhere. It's in our laptop. It's on our phone. It's in our app. That's definitely everywhere now. But we start to think that, what is AI? Someone who is strongly against AI has once shared me that artificial intelligence is neither artificial nor intelligence, which means artificial intelligence is basically nothing. So what does it mean? So I couldn't agree with him that he said, actually, the knowledge or the things that artificial intelligence is sharing about, is unity about, is neither belongs to them, it belongs to us, humans. We generated this knowledge from centuries ago, from the past centuries, and we are the people who invested, who have these knowledge, we own this knowledge. And AI is neither intelligence because they are stupid. They would never admit to themselves they have problems or they got mistakes before you doubt them. They would just fake it. They would just lie about you. And for the user, as us humans, who's supposed to have positive feedbacks, they will be lied, will be cheated, will be feeded. And we are having a negative feedback from this process. So we think that artificial intelligence is neither artificial nor intelligence. And so we started to think about why this happened. And that is because actually we're not having a well-developed AI technology yet. AI technology is still a kind of black box for us. We do know the input. We input the demand that we want. And we do have the outputs that we can see it. But inside, the most important step, how this result is perceived, that we still do not understand it. And that is still causing lots of problems. For example, AI hallucinations. That scientists still do not know how to invest AIs that will not harm people at all. Though we have lots of interesting news today that teenagers dating with AI, flirting with AI, quite interesting, isn't it? I never experienced about that. But that is why that is happening all the time. That even OpenAI, their scientists, the bunch of guys who developed ChatGPT, they said that even with their technology, they cannot say that they will develop AI that will never harm people. And that is happening right now. So as we mentioned about so many cons about AIs, let me introduce some kind of pros of AIs from a standpoint of a medical student. So in last year, summer, I walked into the HQ Med LKS Medical School, and they were talking about endoscopies, which is you having a tubes enter from both sides of your hose and into your alimentary canal, and you're gonna have some cameras, some knives, and you're gonna see inside some tumors inside over there. And so I found that they're using AIs in this process. So we do have that in medicine, this process, it's important to have mainly 3 stages. The first is observations. We're gonna look around, what inside, and find a tumor, find the abnormal places. And then we're gonna do the diagnosis. We're gonna identify what is this, what is that. And the last is do the 10X. And actually AI, this CARDEX, this artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence, is helping the first 2 steps. So it's in endemic environments that doctors usually it's hard to see, but AIs can help to using the rectangle to spot where's the tumor, what's the abnormal places. And then it could help to, just like over here, to find out, identify what is this? Actually, it's a tumor. Actually, it's not. And that is what's going on right now in medicines. And they did a pretty interesting research, which didn't surprise me, which is actually AI has a pretty high accuracy rate. They're actually equals to human doctors. They have the same accuracy rates, and they can kind of replace us. But what making more interesting, more shocked, or surprised me is when AI and humans are cooperating, we have lower accuracy rates than either humans working alone or AIs working alone. That once human doctors and AIs are cooperating, it causes a kind of negative effects. It's lower the accuracy rates. Isn't quite interesting, isn't it? So it makes me start to think that, what is AI? what is the function for AI and why we need AI. But isn't AI help us to have positive effects, let us to improve, make our life easier? So it kind of gives me some insights. And I want to share it as a perspective as a student. So I think first is maybe kind of academic, we should think about plagiarisms, that we should think about who owns the knowledge. Just that first slide that we said that who really owns this knowledge. AI is using our knowledge. And sometimes we should also consider in an inverse way that we're using AI's knowledge. That there are lots of college students using AIs in the papers right now. And not only for college students, how about us? High school students, middle school students, primary school students. How should we think about that? Should we identify that we're using AI during our paper, in our homework? And how should we use it? Is it legal? Is it correct to use it during while we're writing homework and studying? And it's also important to think how we use AI. How we're using AI in a positive way and creating more positive effects, not giving negative effects. That is what we should think about. That we do have the tools that these scientists develop AI, but we've never been taught because it's so new, it's so latest, that we never think about how we should correctly use it. So that's all. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas.